Okay, so you sit here and open the machine using that lock and that lock with the corresponding key. To get the bracket off, which holds the machine on the wall, which is this bracket here, you need to remove that screw there, that screw there, and that screw there. So the next thing you do is you find out where you want to place the machine. I take the first anchor or screw depending on what you need for your certain walls, and I place it where I need it to go. I then take and I put my bracket on the wall with the washer at the bottom. I then sit here and I level out the machine to where it needs to go. I then mark the spots where I need to put my anchors. Either with a screw, if you're able to use it, or a pen or a marker. I then take down the bracket. If needing to add anchors, I take down the bracket. I then start installing all my anchors. You can find these anchors at Home Depot. Each anchor holds 105 pounds. They are self-drilling in, so all you have to do is drill them in. This is what they look like. They come with a screw with it. You will have to buy washers after. Damn it. Pause it. So then, after doing the anchors, I put the bracket back on, putting the center screw with the washer into there. I then take my level again. Make sure that it's level. And then I do bottom right and bottom left. Once I have that done, I then take my level off. And anchor it down with the screw in with the remainder screws. Each install is going to be its own separate project, considering that each building is different. You may come across new buildings that have drywall, so you will need drywall anchors. You may come across a building that has drywall with wood behind it, so you will need wood screws. You may need anchors that open up. So it really depends on what type of wall you have. You may have cement walls. With that being said, look forward to part 2. So this is part 2 to installing a machine on the wall. It is a great idea to have a motorcycle lift, which can be purchased on Amazon. It helps out a great amount. So then what you do is you line your machine up with your bracket. Go that way. Show them the back. And you lift the machine up till you get it above the bracket, such as here. You put it up again, you hold it up against the wall, and you slowly let the lift down. If all works correctly, it will click right into place and you should be good to go. Pause it. Okay. So once your machine is on, you want to make sure your screw holes line up there, and the screw, and that one that you took out above the power supply. Once that is done, you then turn around and you put your screws back in. It does not matter what order you put them in, as long as they all go in. Go ahead and pause. Go ahead and pause it. Okay. You then turn around, once that is done, it will be anchored to the wall. You add your antennas to the machine as such. Okay, there's that. Go ahead and pause it. So we plugged in our machine. We are letting it boot up now. Now we're about to install the vapes. See for part 3. We are going to proceed to fill the machine.
Okay.
Pull out the tray. Open up the box. You put your way back one in first. And proceed to fill it to the front.
It's going between the...
Yes. As such. Go ahead and pause it, Gregory. So when filling the breeze, that's what it'll look like. So after loading the machine, it should look something like this with each shelf out. So, with the vapes loaded in, such as so, you then close the machine, push one lock in, push other lock in, and with that being said, you now have a machine that is up and working. And as long as everything shows up on the screen, such as it is restarting, your machine will look like this. And as long as everything looks like this, and you have your come to there, and as long as you have an RSSI above an 18, that is good. You may want, it is best to have higher the number, better the signal. Other than that, I believe that is everything.